places right now, running the camera in. So one of the first things they showed me were, okay, off the get-go, they said, we have different looks. Okay, like, okay, that's cool. I haven't seen anybody else with a circle.
Yeah.
That was pretty legit. And then they said, but if you don't like the circle, you want something else, or you want the circle to look a little different, they did this to me, and then I was like, wait a minute, you just move the camera, and this is cloud-based? They said, yeah, or you can resize it if you want. Everything's, you can custom layout everything. So from that, immediately I was like, okay, that's pretty sweet.
Is it a single camera op, or can I do multi-camera?
So then I'm like, they're like, so click this button right here where you can add your camera. And so we'll add the rear camera, or we can also add the front camera. Up to 6 cameras if the computer will handle it. And you don't have to like log in 6 different times with different accounts.
So I could do 6 webcams or 6 studio cams?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And you can bring them all in multiple times or different ways, and it'll do that layout. But if you want so and so over here and Billy Bob over here, whatever, there's different looks. They've got several built in. The same with the screen share. You can do multiple screen shares at once. What about
can I do a call in?
Call in is like just a phone direct in?
No, I want to do like a webcam in from another computer.
So it wouldn't be a phone number, but you would just do this invite and you'd have this link and you just send it out.
So, okay, so we have that right now.
Yeah, and so not only that, but then if you have like a producer or somebody else that's running it, you only have to send them the same link, but you can go in and you can give them administrative rights. So they can run the whole show. They don't even have to log in through a separate system.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really cool. And in fact, if you have a guest that's coming in and they want to do some stuff and plan ahead of time, they can come in ahead of time and plan ahead, because this tool also offers scene creation.
So I can bring in stills or other video and put them there already?
Yeah, so
because that's the one we've got that with our current system as well. That's what we really like with it as well.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about OBS, is that I could plan all of my little scenes and all my different things.
Yeah.
The other cool thing with this is that all of my overlays, all of my thumbnails, heck, any social posts that I'm just making in general, or video, I can edit, I can create everything. I can create my overlays in here with the transparency, and when I render it, it offers me an option to save it to my studio.
Okay.
So when I go to run my show, anything that I've created and saved in studio in Wave shows up in my show. Also, by the way, this is kind of fun. The logos can be resized and moved as well. You don't have to put them wherever you want.
Yeah, we've got
that. It's kind of nice. So.
Oh,
well, yeah, OBS. Yeah. I'm familiar with OBS, okay, right? So you're. I'm not telling you anything. I'm not going to show you anything that you're like, well, I can't do that. I know you can do it.
Yeah, so this can do all that same stuff.
But this can do all of that stuff. Plus, it can create all of the things that you want to create. Like I used Adobe for years. I barely ever opened it.
So you go live on here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I record the live as well?
You can record the live. It's recording it right now.
When I record it, is it recording just the live output, or is it recording
only recording the live output? So yeah, so it will look like whatever the overlays and things are that you have.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing you have to remember. You can also just recreate a recording. You don't have to go live if you want to do that. But you also can, as soon as the show is over, go back into your Wave editor, and you'll have access to the video. So you can also edit, chop it up, cut it,
so
resize
I can edit it in here.
Yeah, it's yeah. That's why after they showed it to me, I said, okay,
And so this is all.
I would say this: it's a lot easier to bring guests in here than it is OBS.
Yeah. And you said this is all cloud-based?
It's all cloud-based. Yeah, I usually run my show on my desktop at home, and I opened up my laptop, logged in, and everything I use is here.
Yeah.
And I do some quirky stuff too. I mean, here's a fun little one. Like studio mode in OBS.
Yeah.
So right now, the red box there, that's my live.
Yep.
But I can go to an edit scene, and I can lay out another scene here, do whatever I want, add all my stuff to it. But I'm only editing that. That's still my live shot.
Box.
Yeah. And my guest, if I have a guest in, they see the live box big, but they can see the edits being done on the left side. if you give them permission to see it.
I got you.
They can see it being done. So yeah, so you have a studio mode kind of feature in there as well. So that's pretty neat.
Push it out to both and go from there.
Yeah, you just push it out to both. So, and we've got we do have. We're live. We're actually live. We have RTMP right now, Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
LinkedIn. Honestly, right now we're on LinkedIn. All of our side of the stuff is ready.
Yeah.
And then Twitter will be next. So the big ones everybody wants.
Yeah.
And then they've had people that have asked for some other types of things that are a little bit more advanced. But here's what I like about Wave. Okay, like we had a guy in our beta test, came in, been there for 2 days, and he says, I do a lot of YouTube. I need super chats, right? So Dimitri is one of the founders. He says, okay. 5 days later, we got super chats. They're very responsive. And they want to hear from, the reason they did this is because other people were saying, hey, we want this, we want this, we want this, and nobody was doing it.
Yep.
And so the team at Wave was like, we'll do it. Because we also want it. And so they're responsive to people. I love the tool, I love the team.
Pricing?
All right, folks, we're going to end because we got a special deal that only people here at the conference get. So I can't talk about it.